Alright.
Uh,
That's an interesting start. Alright,
I can't
so
move.
I think I'm going to start not with any normal, like, normals or anything, even though I could talk about some of those. Like, actually, you know what? I will talk about some of those. Specific ones. Those being 2H and 6H. Because both of these moves are stupidly good. You can use them for practically whatever you want. Something like this works with 2H. Like, you can use it for follow-ups, you can use it to mix people up. It can be used for basically everything you want. It's so good. And, like, it has multiple hits that you can just use. It also works on, like, block and stuff like that. Actually, I should set you as human real quick. Oh. I can't believe he left. I can't.
I didn't leave. I'm still here.
Oh.
I was just looking at something. Sorry.
Alright. Alright. It also works really good as, like, block pressure, too. It's like block low. So you can do ridiculous stuff like this. And just catch your opponent in unblockables. And it is ridiculous. Oh. Well, here we go again. Well, and now 6H. This move is so ridiculous. I don't know what Streak was thinking when he made this move, alright? I don't know what he was thinking, but this move is better than it should be.
Essentially, he wanted it to be a gap. Oh.
Ignore that. Didn't happen. I did that out of pure instinct.
He wanted to be a gap closer for Tails.
It was supposed to be a gap closer off of this move right here. You're supposed to be able to do stuff like that. But just forgetting about that, just forgetting about 5H, and just doing 6H is so ridiculous. Because, like, look at this hitbox. I could throw it out from over here and almost hit with that. If they walk forward at all, they're just hit. That's it. It's like completely unfair. Like, look at that.
It's a good anti-air too, because of the hitbox.
Yeah, you can also anti-air people with that. You can't get over that. What are you supposed to do? Absolutely nothing's the answer. Also, another interesting property that 6H has is if you do this, you can combo into grab. It literally combos into grab. I don't know how it happens. I don't know why. But it just does. Like, it is the weirdest thing. Alright, now I got the discussion on 6H and 2H out of the way, we can move on to specials. Let's start with Punch Bombers. Light Punch Bomber, basically, ridiculously good anti-air thing. It causes a ground bounce if you hit it. So you can't just do multiple of those, otherwise you're gonna get punished for it. However, what you can do is something like this to reset them, which is kind of what Tails likes to do anyway. He likes to keep you within the perfect range so he can reset you at any time. So basically his whole game plan just revolves around keeping you within a certain distance. Basically, that distance right there, with Medium Punch Bomber. So as you can see right here, this is the safe zone. You can try to touch me in this. Try shooting me with a projectile. As soon as I actually get to it. Like, try shooting me. Oh. Alright. Okay, I'm messing it up now. Alright. Here, try shooting me. This is the safety zone. You can't hit me in the safety zone. It's beautiful. It beats other projectiles. Well, I mean, it clashes with them. So, like, you can just set them up for yourself and move forward with an impenetrable fortress. It's beautiful. Look, I just countered him for doing a move that would be safe normally, but no. Because my wall was up, he can't do anything. That did not just work. You did not just do that to me. Hold on. You weren't supposed to do that. Alright. You weren't supposed to show off the power of 6H. That's my thing.
But it's an anti-air.
That's the dumbest thing, how you can hit me out of a laser. How did you even do that? I've never seen that happen.
Yes.
Yeah, 6H God button. Alright. You know what else is a really good button? Heavy Punch Bomber. This thing right here sends people upwards and is one of the best combo tools for Tails, because like you can combo into air grab, you can combo into like a normal hit so that you can combo into more Punch Bomber stuff. You can combo just into whatever you want as long as it's an aerial move. And yeah, it is ridiculous how good this move is. Another fun part about it is that apparently sometimes these Punch Bombers don't work as intended and have a high or low hitbox. I don't know how that happens, but I have heard reports that it is possible for it to hit high or low. I haven't seen it yet myself, but apparently it's a thing. Now to go over the traps. This thing, Shock Trap. It used to be the most amazing thing to ever exist, but now it's really quick. Don't get me wrong, it's still really useful. It can be used for all sorts of stuff. Like, you can use it to extend combos, you can use it to start combos, you can use it for low resets. Use it for all sorts of things. And because it's quicker than Spike Trap, you could throw it out at basically any point. Alright, 6H me, actually. Go ahead. That's what I'm talking about. Don't worry, we'll get to this later. Alright, on to this trap, the medium trap. Basically, it's a launcher in a trap. It allows you to launch people up into the air. You can combo afterwards if you're holding up at the time. But other than that, it's kinda the worst trap. That's in my opinion, though. You can probably do some really cool combo stuff with it. Like, for instance, this. Wait, no. This. You can do something like that and then jump up and follow up.
Does it hit low?
Let's find out, because I don't even know that one.
It does hit low.
Alright, so it is a low. I mean, I'd still just prefer people to use Shock Trap if they're going for lows, like low resets and all that. And like,
Right.
anyways, this comes out faster than the Punch Bomber trap. So like, it's just better in basically every way. Alright, now moving on to DPs. We have Light DP. This thing, it shoots the ground close by. So you can use it for a bunch of stuff, like following up 6H. It also can be used for a loop. This is a real
Only
thing.
the greatest.
This is a real thing that can happen. because Streak said so. Wait, did I even cover Spike Trap?
No.
Oh. Back to Spike Trap. This thing, completely unblockable. If you so much as touch this thing, you get destroyed. So, like, just don't get hit by this. It can be used for all sorts of, like, disgusting stuff, like that. Reset. And it just really isn't fair.
I'm holding down.
You're holding back?
I did. Yeah. And
How?
I'm still getting hit. Holding back low, high, and mid.
Oh, I was gonna say, how are you holding back if you're not moving backwards?
Just like the moment you place it down, I'm like, oh, let me just tap back.
Yeah, just try to hold back. It'll definitely work, but it doesn't. Because this is an unblockable. Because Streak said so.
Yeah.
Alright, back to DP inputs. So, we have this, medium DP. If you hit it, it causes a wall bounce. Which is techable, but at the same time, it gives you rings, so, you know, silver linings, I guess. It can be used to combo people. Which, you know, it's very nice. But at the same time, I wouldn't recommend using it over just medium punch bomber. Because, like, while it doesn't have the full screen range, you can just use medium punch bomber to start a combo without the fear of them teching. Also, what? It's fine. But you can just do that, and it's way better than like a possible wall tech. Like, just tech the wall for me here. Well, here. The one time you can't tech walls.
I'm teching it.
The one time. Wait. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, can you not tech it? I was like, I'm learning something new every day. Alright, and this one. This is DP Heavy. It launches upward, and it can be used for combos in the corner. Outside of the corner, it's not that great outside of anti-airing someone. Alright, I'm gonna try to approach you. Just anti-air me. See? Right there. It's basically a reversal, sort of. It kinda. I wouldn't use it as one. I wouldn't trust it to work. But, you know. It has a backwards hitbox, which I just found out about. And, yeah. Alright. I think before I move on to any aerial stuff, I want to move on to grabs. And why grabs are so cool with this character. So, some people have mistakenly said Tails is a grappler, and I don't know if I can exactly blame them. With stuff like this air grab right here, being able to be comboed after with 6H, it's really ridiculous. And, like, his ground grab being just... Ignore that. His ground grab just being really good and can also be comboed after. And it technically can out of the corner as well, but you have to be precise with it. And now I gotta get you back over here. Ah. Yeah, you can combo, but it's pretty hard. You gotta just, like, immediately dash.
Looks like he has Bart's grab range right there. That.
Yeah, the grab range is surprisingly big. Alright, and one more thing I should probably add here. Because if I don't add it to this section, it's just going to eat away at me. I have to show you the GG. Come here. Wait. No, you're not allowed to do it to me. No, this is my guide. Bang. Using a super in the middle of just anything. Like a grab. Like any grab would work, I think. Because, like, you can do it here. You just have to be very quick with it. Just... The air grab doesn't work, but, like, the grounded grabs, if you do that, it works. So, you can do it with any level 1, as long as it doesn't hit. Or technically you could do it with level 3, but that's always gonna hit. So, there is level 1, and you can also... hold on, come here. No! Can't believe you're hitting me with this when I'm trying to show off. You can also do it with burst. But I'm gonna show off... Nope. I messed it up. This. You can also do it with the Punch Bomber one. I would just say do it with Shield Generator, unless you already have a Shield Generator up. But at that point, you should just wait till Shield Generator is down. Because, like,
So
using Shield Generator is super important.
I have a question. Is it before the hit in Axe, or is it after the hit?
It's before. So,
Okay.
you want to not hit them at all. You want them to still be in, like, the grab. Because, like, that first hit of grab is what makes the whole thing happen. If you don't hit them after that, that's what makes them permanently hit stunned. See how I only got the grab activation hitbox? That is how it works.
And so if I were to burst, would I have to do that immediately? And then does it work if I throw them behind me?
I don't think the burst works like that. Yeah, you see, I'm way too close.
I see.
So
You just feel like you
have
could
to
burst.
just... Yeah. You can use burst on this one because it doesn't hit.
Right.
But basically, as long as you don't hit them and it can cancel the grab, it'll work. Because that's how the whole thing happens. So, very technically, if you could place down like a shock trap in the in like the starting animation of like grab, then you could, in theory, just have the shock trap like not hit them, and it would work. Like if I place shock trap right there, like as I was going backwards, and it just canceled the entire grab out, then yeah, you could do it. I don't think there's another way to do it, other than the way that was like shown before, where you can technically get hit while you're doing that first hit of grab and it cancels it. I should probably move on to air supers and stuff like that.
So what do we got first?
Alright, so I'm going to start with the Punch Bombers in the air. We got Light Punch Bomber, which shoots downward instead of upward now, and launches upward, spinning them out. Spinouts can only be used once per combo. And there's a few moves that do it, namely Spike Trap now spins out. I'm pretty sure that Heavy Punch Bomber also spins out. Yeah. So you can only have one of those per combo, but if you do it fast enough, you can do something like that. And like just have multiple. You can also do something like that, so you can do multiple of those. However, you can't do anything like that with the spike trap. There used to be this thing where you could just place down spike traps, and there was an infinite on it. But now you just fall out. And there's also aerial medium. Those send you just exactly like normal medium ones, but they're in the air. So you can place those basically freely wherever you want. And another application of these would be in like this combo right here, where like you can delay it and then you can follow up.
Oh, the sauce.
Yep. So you can just do stuff like that, and it kind of works. There's also the heavy super in mid, heavy quarter circle forward in midair, which is now it shoots upwards, and it actually has a downwards hitbox. Which, it's a little bit weird, seeing how this heavy launches them up, and that one launches them down, and this one launches them, this light launches them down, while that one launches up. So it's a bit weird at first to get used to that, but once you do, it'll be fine. Another weird thing about Light Punch Bomber in midair is that it can kinda go through the floor if you're low enough. So how part of that is like through the floor right now. If you're low enough, you can actually set it to do that. Oh, there we go. As you can see, it's like in the ground now. So it basically becomes like another one of these. But, you know. Oh, something else I should mention is that you can only have one of each of these out at a time. So, like, if I try to place another spike trap, you can see I can only have one. The other ones get destroyed when I place one down. Yeah. So that's the quarter circle forwards. Now quarter circle backs. These are the blasters in midair. So there's a light one, which has no charge time, really, and shoots out a very slow projectile that can be comboed after if you're, like, ready for it. And it'll go basically full screen. So you can combo after it, but, like, it's very hard to do. And I would not recommend. I'm also bad at dashing backwards. Then we have the medium one, which launches out pretty fast and launches pretty far, making it pretty safe as a result. And then we have the heavy one with a really high charge time, but it comes out super fast, and also, if we can hit it. Yeah, that one causes a wall bounce and is way easier to combo after. However, it can be wall teched as every other wall bounce. So, yeah, be careful with that one. Now that that is out of the way, I'm pretty sure we can move on to supers. I don't think there's anything else I really have to go over. Let me check real quick. Yep, that is everything. Alright, so Tails has 3 level 1s. He has, in a little bit, don't get ahead of yourself, but he has this laser, shoots straight forward, just straight line, normal super stuff, normal laser super stuff. Yeah. And you can also use it in the air. It's like the same for both things. Alright, we also have this Punch Bomber Rush, which can be followed up after. I just chose to follow up with the loop because it's easiest to do.
Ooh, that seems highly unsafe.
It kinda is, yeah. Oh wait, I forgot to mention, flights exists. The hitbox on it has been basically completely neutered. It used to hit way more frequently, and used to do some really wild stuff. But now, you can only really combo if you get them above. And even then, it's not really consistent. So, yeah. And now back to supers. We have an aerial version of Punch Bomber Rush. That one causes a ground bounce.
Is it always ground bounce or a force, or is it just a normal ground bounce?
I think it's just a normal ground bounce, because, like... Yeah, actually, I know it's just a normal ground bounce. Because if I do this, it won't ground bounce again. See?
I see. Oh. Okay.
6H, God button.
God.
However,
So
one of the ways you can do something is, like, if you burst in the middle of it, now it'll ground bounce again, and you can combo it into your level 3.
No.
Which then you can combo into your level 1. Speaking of level 3, this thing is ridiculous. That's level 1. This thing is absolutely ridiculous. It just destroys health bars. It can be comboed after. Like, to a surprising degree. And, like, it's just amazing. However, there happens to be one super that is better than it. Probably the best move in Tails' kit. Shield Generator. You destroyed them. How dare you?
Oh, there.
Wait,
Oh wait, no.
you found the anti-Tails tech. So, apparently, what we have just learned is that you can destroy them if you put them in the same area. And it continues that shock noise. Which, I'm going to stop right there. Because I don't want that to get annoying. Back... back to what we were doing. So... this thing, it allows you to put shields on all of your traps and punch bombers, making them ridiculously safe. You can't be hit while you have that thing up, basically. Like pretty much at all. You can see how that shock trap was taking the full blast, and it just did nothing. And, yeah. That's his Shield Generator. The best move in Tails' whole arsenal. Followed closely by 6H. Because 6H is a god button. Literally. Press this thing, you win. Let me put this into more perspective for you. Of why this thing is as godlike as it is. Alright,
Do you want to
let me
slow
put
it
it in slow motion. Painful detail of that's your demise right there. Okay? That right there is the move of your demise. Look at that hitbox. Look at his small hand throwing out all that range. Look at that. His tiny little hand did all that. Can Sonic do this? I think not. And look
counters
at that.
itself.
And we can go directly into loops from it. Ah,
Yes.
man. Alright. Let me give some basic combos real quick to end off this guide. Alright, so the combo that I started off with and that I constantly tell people to start off with, it's a simple little thing to get you used to how punch bombers really work. Alright, so you start off with an easy punch bomber combo. You just do this. It's very simple, does a pretty good amount of damage, and you can also use it directly into level 1, doing a very good amount of damage. There's nothing to scoff at. If you want to get more, even more damage off of this, you can also do this. And then that can go directly into like resets and stuff. And then like, what's the next step in progression here? A pretty easy one that you can do like on the ground is of course like the loop. But like you can also start adding the loop into your combos like this. So it's just really useful for everything. You can use it to like confirm to start off the next part of your combo. You can do something like that. And this is something I showed off a little bit earlier too, which is just doing this. It's a slightly delayed medium punch bomber in the air. And it allows you to follow up very nicely from anywhere. Wow, why is that happening?
It's probably due to Tails.
I think it's negative edge, because apparently that's in the game.
Oh, you're right.
But yeah, you can do something like that, get way more damage off of it. And for something a little bit more complicated, let's see if I can pull this off. If you really, really want to style... Hey, come back here. Come back. Nowhere to run now, buddy. What are you gonna do? Alright, let's see if I can pull this off, though. Alright, come over here. Alright, let's see if I can pull this off. Oh, that dropped? Come on.
Due to the spin out.
Aw, spin outs are lame. See, you're already starting to get it.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna show off some pretty good resets real quick though. So you can do that. That's a reset. Let's see. They roll forward, you just catch them. Of course, I messed it up that time, but you know. Another absolutely disgusting reset you can do is something to just grab them. And then you just win the round.
Unless they have burst, right?
Yeah. The sad thing about this is that it can be burst out of, but if you don't have burst, there's nothing they can do. They are literally stuck here for all eternity, unless you hit them. However, I do want to say one of the fun things about Tails is his ability to just completely freestyle combos out of nowhere. So like, basically just play neutral with me real quick. You want to just like set up your fortress and try to push forward, because he's like a zoner rushdown type of character. And if you let him like even touch you once, you just get hit by whatever combo he can come up with at the time. So you can do something really wild like that. Of course, I got hit by that. So like, genuinely, just go wild. Be creative with Tails. He's gonna let you get away with it, you know? So, just have fun with it. Also, don't listen to all the people who are gonna tell you to never play Tails again. I didn't, and look at me now.
What?
What?
You should have never played Tails again. It's a terrible guide. Now we're gonna have more Tails players. Nobody needs that.
See, this
We're
right
getting
here is
people-
a Sonic player.
Oh my god. Good to have no options of dealing with your traps.
Man. Alright, I think that's good enough.